Welcome back to another episode of Money and Medicine. If this is the very first time that you are watching one of our videos, I want you to please go to our website, www.moneyandmedicine.co.za. Please go check out some of our tools, go check out some of the interviews that we had with thought leaders in the market, as well as use some of the stuff that is available for you to download. In this episode, we are going to look at some budget tips, specific focus on groceries, right up next.
PPS Health Professions Indemnity proudly sponsors this episode of Money and Medicine. For more information on PPS, please visit our website.
So I was shocked when I jumped into my car yesterday and I paid 250 Rand, and when I looked to my left, it was literally just one bag in the car. Where's the days where you pay 250 Rand or 500 Rand and you had a boot full of groceries ready for the month? So over the last year or so, according to Stats South Africa, food inflation was over 9%. This means that if you've got a budget of 3,000 Rand or 2,000 Rand per month, effectively you, with that very same budget, you can now only buy 90% of what you used to in the year before. So we're going to look at some practical tips, specifically when you go for your grocery run, that you can apply immediately. It's practical, you can use it, and hopefully loosen up that already squeezed budget when it gets to groceries. So point number one, very important, stick to your grocery list. I think I'm very guilty when it gets to this. We often, when we're in the grocery store and we walk down the aisle, we just throw in everything and we forget we wrote down a whole list that was planned for. It's some of the stuff that we don't need. We sometimes buy specials that we don't need because just for the sake that it is on a special. So avoid falling into that trap. Stick to a grocery list and plan ahead. Secondly, pick brands, especially when it gets to items such as milk, bread, cereal. You don't need to buy branded milk that's going to cost you 40% more on a monthly basis. Stick to the basics. Cook simple. I think too often we use 5 or 6 delicacies and we add some snacks to the plate. We've got more dishes available and the food stays over at the end of the night. There's a lot of food in your dish and we leave it there for 4 or 5 months and we never eat it only to throw it away. So stick to simplicity, maybe 1 or 2 items, 3 items in your food plate, and keep it simple. Point number 4, try to plant your own herbs. So if you go look at inflation, herbs has gone up quite dramatically, which is due to various reasons currently going on in the global market. But if you pay a little bit, get your own garden up and running, over the long run, you will save thousands of rands just by planting your own herbs. Point number 5, reuse food. So when let's say you plan a dish, go and have a look, some of the variations that goes with that dish, some of the food that stays over at the end of the meal, at the end of the evening, and you can actually then plan what you're going to do for tomorrow and the day thereafter, and you use your food to the optimum effect. Avoid buying food that is out of season. We just joked before this episode and we said that if you buy avos at the wrong time of the season, you literally pay $80 for 2 avos. Currently it's going at least 40 Rand for 4 avos. So try to stick to seasonal fruits and seasonal vegetables when you plan your food. Point number 7, reduce red meat consumption, or at least when you plan a red meat meal, try to do it in something like a pie or try to do it in a soup where you don't have to buy so much. You can also replace this by including beans, maybe some chicken, maybe some eggs just to supplement your protein intake. But red meat has become quite a delicacy and it's become quite expensive currently in South Africa. Point number 8, avoid sugar. So sugar, according to sin taxes, is really being taxed. It made the sweet at midnight, also your soft drinks, quite expensive. So try to replace this with healthy snacks, maybe some fruit, maybe some vegetables, baby carrots that you can use, drink a lot of water. That will also just diminish that need and that urgency to take in sugar. And then the very last point that I want to make is point number 9 is choose snacks or choose meals. I think too often we go visit friends, there's a lot of snacks, there's a snack platter out for everybody. Everybody just stuff themselves with snacks and nobody really eat the main course, or we lose our appetite and then everything just stays over, and even worse, we throw it away. So make a decision. Listen guys, for lunch we're just going to have some snacks and we'll then for dinner maybe go look at like a proper meal, or vice versa. That's it for this episode. I hope you find these tips useful. Again, if this is your first time, please go to the bottom of this page, hit that subscribe button. You're also more than welcome to check out some of the episodes that we did, but I specifically want you to go and watch this episode on building your emergency fund. It's quite important in the times that we are living in. And I also want you to go to our website and go download our financial guide. There's some tips and traits specifically related to budget that you can use immediately. Until next time, plan the plan.